Hello everyone, I am Harth Patel and I'll be serving as the project manager for Team TAPS. Today I'll be presenting our work on project resource leveling for INDE6332 Engineering Project Management. Our focus in this assignment was to take our existing project schedule and optimize it by reducing workforce fluctuations while maintaining the same project duration. To begin, I'll briefly explain the concept of project leveling. Resource leveling is a technique used to minimize variations in resource demand over time. In many real-world projects, resource usage tends to fluctuate significantly, leading to inefficiencies such as frequent hiring and firing, idle labor, and increased operational cost. The goal of leveling is to smooth out these fluctuations without altering the project's total duration. Our primary objective was to reduce hiring and firing costs by improving resource utilization. To achieve this, we analyzed the project schedule, identified slack in non-critical tasks, and strategically altered those activities. Here are the key results from our analysis. Workforce fluctuations was reduced from a range of 15 workers to 10 workers. Total project cost was decreased from $430,867 to $430,131. Hiring and firing costs were reduced from $33,934 to $33,198. This resulted in a net cost saving of $736. Although the monetary savings may appear modest, the real value lies in the improved workforce stability and reduced administrative overhead and better operational efficiency. From our previous week's assignments, our original time frame was from January 1st to May 31st. The tasks bolded are our critical tasks, while the faded tasks are our tasks with slack that we can use for resource leveling. This is the select table and this was introduced as a part of the project crashing homework assignment, and here we have basically just added a column for abbreviating the activity, that estimated time for project to be completed with early start date and the amount of slack, and we'll be using these items in our next couple of graphs. This slide shows the original project schedule in the form of Gantt chart. The critical tasks are highlighted in red, indicating that they have zero slack and cannot be delayed without impacting the overall project completion time. On the other hand, tasks with slack provide flexibility. These were the focus of our leveling efforts. By carefully analyzing these activities, we identified opportunities to shift them within their allowable time windows to reduce overlap in labor demand. In the original resource allocation, we observed a highly uneven demand pattern. The workforce requirement peaked at 17 hours on a certain days while dropping as low as 2 workers on the others. This high variability creates several issues: frequent hiring during peak periods, layoffs during low demand periods, and increased administrative and onboarding cost. Looking at the cost breakdown for the original schedule, a total of 52 workers were required throughout the project. Hiring and firing costs alone amounted for $33,934, totaling the project cost up to $430,867,000. These numbers clearly reflect the financial impact of poor resource distribution and highlight the need for optimization. After applying resource leveling techniques, we modified several non-critical tasks. Specifically, tasks G, H, I, and K were slightly extended by 1 week, and tasks H, I, and L were shifted within the slack limits. These changes were carefully implemented to avoid any impact on the critical path. The key idea here was not to reduce the total work, but to redistribute it more evenly over time. This slide shows the improved resource allocation after leveling. The peak demand has been reduced from 17 workers to 12 workers, while the minimum remains at 2 workers. More importantly, the overall demand curve is now significantly smoother. This leads to fewer hiring and firing cycles and better workforce utilization. In the level scenario, the total number of workers required dropped from 52 to 48, and hiring and firing costs decreased to $33,198, and the total project cost was reduced to $430,131. Comparing the original and level schedules, we achieved a net cost saving of $736, and most importantly, we significantly reduced workforce variability. While the cost savings may seem relatively small for this project, the implications are much larger. Most of our hiring and firing costs revolved around expensive critical tasks that were unable to be adjusted. Had they had like other non-critical tasks, the savings gained would have been more noticeable. To conclude, our analysis demonstrates that resource leveling is a powerful tool for improving project efficiency. By leveraging slack in non critical activities, we were able to smooth resource demand, reduce hiring and firing costs, and maintain the overall project duration of 151 days while saving a total of $736. Thank you for your time.